poppin', everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy, Gaming Info 87 from GamingRealm.com. Alright, what's up, subscribers? What's up, everybody out there? This is a new video I have for you guys today. And yeah, before I start off the video, you guys don't forget to support us on GamingRealm.com. Go check out the GamingRealm.com. First of all, we're hiring right now. We're actually looking. So if anybody is interested in doing video game reviews, or you good at podcasts, or you can ride, or whatever the case may be, we're actually looking right now. We're actually hiring this one time. Alright, so if anybody wants to be a part of the site, email me. I leave my email down in the description down below, and you guys let me know what's popping on that. Alright. Now, let's move on to what everybody is here for, alright? Now, this is my PS4 versus Xbox One video. So I'm basically comparing the two systems. After the two conferences, I'm basically comparing I'm comparing the conferences and the system. Alright? But let's start off with just comparing the systems, alright? Now, okay. Now, I'm pissed off. Alright, as a veteran in the gaming industry, you know what I'm saying? I go to E3, I interact with all different type of game developers, talk to different companies, stuff like that. Also, I mean, it hurts really bad as a gamer, because look, I'm gonna just first start off with Xbox. Alright, look where Xbox is coming from. Xbox is coming from the Xbox One. That's where it originated from. Alright, now the Xbox One wouldn't be nothing without Halo, without majority Forza, without all them exclusive games that they had back in the day. So without the games, alright, then there's no system. Nobody's gonna buy your system if you don't have any games to display, or if you don't have any games period on the system. It's just gonna sit there and collect dust. So where you trying to go with this Gaming Info 87? Where I'm trying to go is that Microsoft could have done a lot better with their conference. You know what I'm saying? Because their conference is kind of like, oh, let's put out more TV and more movies and more entertainment stuff before we put out the gaming. You can't do that. We are gamers. You got to cater for what builds the heart. You have to cater to the heart before you cater to anything else on the body. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if your heart ain't pumping blood, then you're dead, right? So it's the same thing with these gaming consoles, and the same thing with gaming period. If you don't have any games, the console is dead, because games is what makes people buy your consoles. Games is what fuel people to say, oh, I'm buying this system, you know, just because this is a selling point. I'm buying Xbox One because they have Halo 5. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm buying Xbox One because they got, because they have Gears of War 4, or whatever the exclusive game is, or whatever the game is. You can't have a conference and just talking about entertainment this, entertainment that, entertainment this, entertainment that, you know, TV this, TV that. You know, nobody want to hear all that entertainment, anything to do with entertainment. That's the least of our problem right now. What we want from you guys is games, 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 and more games. Because you get the term, gamers. We love video games. We want to see games. And I know the reveal was just a tease, because E3 is gonna be where the spot is. That's where they're gonna reveal everything as far as all the games and the different features. Nobody cares about Netflix and you know, all of this stuff. I mean, everybody has Netflix already, so that's nothing new to the table. Nobody cares about accessing TV shows and all that type of stuff. You start off the conference talking about, you have a reveal. You're revealing your system to the world for the first time. So with that being said, you need to be showing games galore and leave the entertainment thing on the back end. Now, a lot of people has been messaging me and stuff and asking me questions what I think about the name. And I think the name to me is ridiculous. I mean, Xbox One. Well, basically what they're saying, guys, they're saying is that the Xbox is one cohesive unit. It's basically all in one system. The Kinect and the entertainment side of things, everything just works as one unit. All right. So basically, the system is a media hub, your personal DVR, your personal TiVo. What's up with the design? The design is ugly. I mean, it's just a black box. Like, it's literally a black, bulky, ugly box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can use that thing for like a VCR. It looks like an old VCR. You know what I'm saying? I can use that thing to, you know, I don't know what I'll do with something looking ugly like that. I mean, I throw it in the trash because it looks like something retro that's in my house that's taking up space. Like, I don't understand what Microsoft is doing. And then this whole used game thing. So, all right, check this out. So you mean to tell me if somebody, one of my boys come to my house and be like, yo, let me borrow Max Payne 3, bro. I want to play it on the Xbox One because I don't have no money to buy any games yet. I'd be like, all right, cool. Here you go. Here's a game. Then he come around and say, oh, man, you know what? I can't even play the game because Microsoft is charging me money to play. Are you serious, Microsoft? I mean, are you serious? This is how you treat us, the gamers that put you on the map with the Xbox 360, with the shitty, the horrifying, dreaded red rings. People still buy a different console, even though they went through 5. I went through like 10 or 15 different 360s. Like 360 hardware was the worst in history. It was the worst in gaming history because it was terrible. I mean, you had three red lights. You had 2 red lights. I mean, you have 1 red light. The drive mess up. The motherboard overheat. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So it's preventing people from enjoying your system. And now you come back out with your, you know, now you're coming back out again with a new system, and it's like you moving backwards instead of forward. I mean, come on, Microsoft, y'all got to step y'all game up. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna charge a fee for us to play used games? You know what I'm saying? If somebody buy the game brand new, the company already got their money. The game publisher already got their money. So why the hell do we need to pay a fee? You know what I'm saying? To play. That is ridiculous. We don't need to be doing all that stuff. That's come on now. Y'all sold 60 million consoles worldwide with the 360. I mean, y'all made a killing off Xbox Live and everything. I told everybody that the Xbox Live wasn't gonna be for free. All they're gonna do is, with all this entertainment stuff, the Skype, the guide app, the snapshot or whatever it's called. I mean, all this stuff that they talk about media-wise is something that you're gonna have to pay for in the long run. Added content, added content on top of added content on top of added content. It's like a library. It's like a whole stack of stuff, like a whole stack of books on top of each other. In other words, a whole stack of money piling up on top of your membership money. So Xbox Live is never going to be free. Me personally, I don't think that you have to pay for. I mean, I'm not for that, man. I'm really pissed off. Like, I'm really pissed off at Microsoft. You shouldn't have to pay for online to play online. You shouldn't have to do that because you buy the game, you buy the console. That should be good enough. That's their way of taking money out of your pocket, and they're gonna dig even deeper in your pockets, all right, and get more money out of you for the same freaking experience. Hey man, what's up, dog? Yeah, yo, what's going on? Oh yeah, man, hop in the match. Like, really? I have to pay for that? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That is really stupid. Then you show off a whole bunch of trailers. Now, don't get me wrong, the trailers look good. But then you show off trailers. You didn't show off no in-game footages of your games running on the console to make people say, wow, like, okay, cool. At least give us a tease of a gameplay, like a short 2-minute or 3-minute gameplay, you know what I'm saying, running on the system, running live on the hardware. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get everybody, you know, like, okay, cool. The Xbox One has some good graphics. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pre-order it, or I'm going to pick it up, or whatever they're going to do. Get gamers, you know, geared up and ready to switch over. You know what I'm saying? But this whole used game thing where you have to pay to play, that's bull, yo. That's straight up bull. Like you shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing is this. You talking about all this entertainment stuff. That's thumbs down on y'all, Microsoft. That's thumbs down. And then this next thing I'm hearing, that you can't, like, you physically can't, you have to hook up the Kinect. The new Kinect, you have to hook it up for the console to work. If you don't have that thing hooked up, the console ain't gonna work at all. And that's bull. That is really bull that you're forcing me. You're forcing me to buy this Kinect. Who knows if it comes with the Kinect or it doesn't come with the Kinect. We don't know. But from what I'm hearing now, it's like you have to have the Kinect hooked up. If you don't have it hooked up, the system can't work. You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying that it's not going to be backwards compatible. You know what I'm saying, to the Xbox to the Xbox 360. You're not going to be able to play the games, obviously, because it has a Blu-ray drive. But my thing is this. Why don't you guys, okay, since this whole cloud gaming thing, why don't you just put all the 360 games on the cloud and let people like set it up to where I can access all my existing games, you know, like, I don't know. They need to figure out a way to make it work. But all I'm just saying is they need to either put them up there for people to buy them on the cloud, like put them up there and people download them and play them, or figure out a way to get all my existing games on the cloud so I can play them on the 360. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if the Blu-ray drive is going to be able to play Blu-ray movies. All we know is a Blu-ray drive. All right, and Blu-ray disc takes up a lot of space. I mean, it's big. It's like, it's really huge. And the console, the version that they have announced is the 500 gigabyte, right? And 500 gigabyte ain't nothing for Blu-ray. When you step up to a Blu-ray format, 500 gigabyte ain't nothing. And from what I'm hearing now, you have to install all the games. They forcing you. They making you. Are you serious? Man, shots fired, man. That is like my boy Hip Hop Gamer said, shots fired. That's some shots fired right there for real. Like, are you serious, man? You mean to tell me that you guys are forcing us to install all our games? See, it was just optional on the 360. You didn't have to install it if you didn't want to. I mean, you install it because you want the game to load faster and stuff like that, or, you know, for whatever reason. But it wasn't like you have to do it. See, that's another bull. So Microsoft, you guys are taking a step back, and while you're taking a step back, Sony is taking a step forward. You know what I'm saying? At least Sony, I was pissed at Sony. You know what I'm saying? I was pissed at Sony, but I'm going to get into Sony in just a little bit. So Microsoft, step y'all game up, man. This whole used game stuff, 500 gigabyte, that 500 gigabyte joint is not going to be able, you're not going to be able to save a lot of stuff with that. You're going to, in order for you to utilize that the right way, you're going to have to download the game, and then when you finish with it, you're going to have to delete it and download and delete and download, and that's ridiculous. That is stupid. Okay, so Microsoft, step y'all game up, please. I mean, come out. They have to wow us at E3, man. They have to show us some real good hardcore games. I'm not talking about the Halo 5s. I'm not talking about Gears of War. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking, because that's all they got is Halo and Gears of War. That's their bread and butter. Now they're trying to announce all these new IPs and all that type of stuff, but that's their bread and butter. I need to see something different. Like, show us some new IPs, some innovative IPs, some new innovative IPs that's going to wow us. Watch Dogs looks amazing, but it's not exclusive. Show us something like that that's very innovative, that you use the phone to lock down the whole city and stuff just start happening up. Stuff just start happening. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, step y'all game up and stop bullying. Stop bullying around. because y'all bullying around right now. And it's pissing me off, and I had to make a video talking about this because I know I was sitting down watching the reveal, and I was like, all right, Microsoft, when are y'all going to stop talking? When are y'all going to stop talking about this TV this, TV that, TV this, TV that? Nobody cares about TV. I mean, I already got a personal TV already. I got cable. That's what people got cable for. I understand that you're trying to cater to the media side, you know, the media segment of the console. I understand why you're trying to cater to a different type of audience to buy your console, because everything is all in one. It's your media system, it's your personal DVR and TiVo, and it's also your game system. But don't just do heavy media and entertainment and then do light gaming. That is ridiculous. The Xbox is a video game console, regardless what nobody want to say. You know what I'm saying? First they came out with the 360. Well, before the 360 design, they were having issues about choosing what prototype to come out with. And I saw the prototype when they first launched the 360 back in 05. They were having issues about, you know, oh, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Well, guess what? They decided, okay, well, we're going to come out with this design. The design wasn't bad, and they switched to the Slim. And then after the Slim, they came out, you know, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Now you come out with this big old bulky system that's ugly, look like an old VCR, look like a cutting board, like somebody can chop up some meat on it. That stuff is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be making things more compact and not big and wide and bulky and ugly. That is stupid. They're taking a step back. So Microsoft, your conference was shit. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all props. That the pros is that y'all actually showed the console, all right, and then y'all explain what this whole, you know, Xbox One stuff means and stuff like that. But nobody gives a damn about this media stuff. Like, I mean, this stuff is irrelevant. What we need to see is the games, because we are gamers at the core. We are gamers, all right? You need to cater for your fans, man. If it wasn't for us, the Xbox 360 would be a thing of the past. Actually, Microsoft, y'all ain't tired of lawsuits? The amount of lawsuits people file against y'all for the 3 red rings? Y'all ain't tired of all that? Y'all need to impress us. Otherwise, we're going to leave y'all high and dry and go to Sony. So moving on to Sony. All right, so Sony's conference, basically they talked about a lot of the engines and new engines. They showed off some gameplay, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of their games. But at the same time, what pisses me off about Sony is that Sony didn't reveal their system, but they had a plan. And I understand the strategy, because now what they're doing is they want Microsoft to come out first, and let me see what Microsoft is doing first. That way, you know, if we need to change anything, we can change it up. But they let Microsoft go out first and show off their console, and then they wait back. So they're like, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Well, how about us doing this? All right, let's just show them off some gameplay, show them off the engine and the specs, show off the controller and the camera. And it pissed me off that they didn't show the console, but at least we get to see how, or have an idea of how the games are going to look and play on the PS4. You know what I'm saying? And Sony has earned their loyalty over the years with the PS2, with the PS1, with the PS2. PS3 had a slow start. You know what I'm saying? Because they launched a year after the 360. And I was kind of pissed that they did that, but now they learned their lesson. So they have to come out this year. Now this whole thing makes sense for Sony to come out this year. A lot of people say, no, the PS4 is coming out next year. No, it's coming out this year. Because if Microsoft is coming out with their system this year, then Sony has to come out with their system this year too. There's no way in hell. They have to come out with their system this year. Why? Because they don't want to have a window, like they don't want to have a gap between themselves and Microsoft, because they're like, well, this is kind of like history repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to come out at the same time. They need to come out at the same time. That way, everybody can gain momentum at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a big old gap, like a year, give Microsoft a year head start, and then everybody had an Xbox in their home. Just for the simple fact that the Xbox 360 was the first next-gen system to be released. Everybody's going to want one. So Sony learned their lesson. You know what I'm saying? So they're about to reveal the PS4 June 10th. So for people that's going to E3, yeah, baby, we'll see. We'll see how the console look. But see, the thing that Sony put out there that makes everybody buy their console, I'm gonna tell you what they do. I'm gonna tell you what they did to make everybody buy their console, to make the online free. Out the gate, that was genius. Making the online free will give the Xbox gamer, you know, like have the Xbox gamer thinking in his head like, okay, I need to buy a PS3 because I'm tired of you know, paying for membership. I'm tired of doing this. Let me go on PS3 and see, you know, how good the online is. And the online was pretty decent at the time, but they work and evolve PlayStation Network into something big. Now the PS4 is coming out, and I'm sure it's still going to be free. You know what I'm saying? And the PS4, man, it's going to be way better in my mind, because Xbox, come on, man, they got a lot of shoes to fill, man. They got to step it up. Sony, I was pissed that y'all didn't show the console, but I can understand why from a company standpoint, and I can understand from a gamer standpoint. Like y'all want to just surprise everybody at E3, like, oh man, console looks pretty good. Then they're gonna show off a lot more exclusive games. See, Microsoft talking about they have 15 games to show off within the first year. You know what I'm saying? They have 15 games and 8 of them are exclusive. We don't know what them 8 games are, but I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be Halo 5. I'm sure it's gonna be Gears of War 4. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of the older games that we played before, and plus some new IPs. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, Sony is basically leading the chart right now. Sony is basically on the horse right now. They're leading right now. They leading. They got the winning horse right now. Just for the simple fact that they showed gameplay. So that kind of get everybody pumped. Versus Microsoft, they showing all this media stuff. Nobody gives a shit about media. We don't want to hear nothing about no apps and this and, you know, all that stuff. To me seems like it's gonna slow down the Xbox, because you have all these different media programs and all this crap, you know, running at the same time that you got to navigate your way down here and here and here just to get to the game. I mean, you can't have a heavy entertainment side and then your gaming side is down here. The Xbox is a game console. Show some games. So on top of that note, man, leave in your comments and tell me what you guys think, because originally PlayStation, I'm telling you, is the best. I grew up playing PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? My first system was a Super Nintendo, then an N64, then a PS1, and then PS2, and then so on and so forth. But PlayStation, they're the king of exclusive, man. They have like more exclusives more than anybody else in the industry right now. And they're gonna shut down a lot of stuff coming this E3. E3 is coming. See you guys there, man. E3 is going down. I mean, Sony, they're gonna show off a lot of stuff and they're gonna wow everybody. All right, everybody's gonna be like saying, "Oh my God, like this is crazy." But on top of that note, Sony, you looking good right now. Microsoft, you in bad shape. You in bad shape, Microsoft. You in horrible shape. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you guys gonna have to. You have a big. They're in so much pile of shit right now that they don't even have the shoes for it. So at the end of the day, on top of that note, this is my PS4 and Xbox One comparison as far as the consoles and as far as the conference. All right, and leave in the comment system and tell me what you guys think about this. And if I leave out anything, leave it in the comment system also. Support thegamingrealm.com. We're doing major things over there, and hit the subscribe button, guys. I've been doing this since 2009 on YouTube, and I've been gaming since I was like 4 years old. So I know my stuff. And I'm a game journalist at heart, and I'm also a web designer at heart. And I went to school for game designing also. So I know my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody out there. Hit the yellow button. Don't forget to follow the Gaming Realm. on Twitter at Gaming Realm, and also don't forget to like us on Facebook. All right, Gaming Realm. All right, shout out to everybody out there. Keep subscribing. Peace.